Snake eyes on the clock. This Texans game is over. So join me on the field, in the locker room, in the tunnels, wherever, post-game, along with my good pal John Harris, the radio sideline reporter, as we break down a little bit of what just happened with your Texans in today's game. And please, take a moment to like, subscribe, and review this podcast. There's nothing else like it. Nobody else is on the field post-game like this covering your Texans. Here we go. Walking off the field just a few seconds after the Matt Ammendola game winner. Holy moly, John Harris, what did we just see?
I don't know, Drew. You might have to get the bleeper out for this because that was some serious bleep, man. I still don't know how that happened. I mean, the game is literally in hand, 2017. And then, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, how did Boyd not catch that touchdown at the end there? I don't know. I don't know what this means other than the fact that Texans are 5-4 and beating some really good football teams lately.
Beat some really good football teams. And this is a place they just win in this town. They haven't lost here since the George W. Bush administration.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. Which Bush? Which Bush?
George W., the second one.
Yeah, a long time ago. I mean, the defense was so good for so long today. You know, just in the fourth quarter, Joe Burrow got his, but, man, the running game got going today. Motor was fantastic. Everybody contributed. And how about Matt Ammendola going 3 for 3 today? I mean, huge, absolutely huge. But, look, it comes down to 7. I mean, that fourth quarter, he'd like to have the one back, and I guarantee you'll tell the guys that he cost them there. But they hung in there. That's what good football teams do, man. It was really fun to watch.
Just a total team win. Huge plays on all three sides of the ball. You brought up Motor. Not everybody knows, but that's Devin Singletary's nickname.
Yeah.
First 100-yard performance since Damian Pierce cracked 100 in the loss on Monday Night Football a year ago, or Thursday Night Football a year ago against the Eagles. He was huge today.
He was massive. There were times where he was one-on-one with a Bengal in the hole, and he'd make him miss. And, Nick Scott still hasn't tackled him. He made 29 miss a few times. It was fun to watch, man. It was really fun offense to watch today for sure.
And Noah Brown, my goodness, we haven't brought up C.J. Stroud. We're going in a moment. But Noah Brown continues to explode. Had north of 150. We're getting fist bumps here from John Grenard. Had a couple sacks today. North of 150. nearly 200 yards receiving today. That's John clapping at Motor.
Yeah, at Motor. 85 was tremendous. 2 games for 150 plus, back-to-back games. How many guys do we have out today? This was an organization game, man. It was incredible. Really, really fun. All right, I got to get in the locker room, Drew.
All right, John, have fun. That was John Harris wrapping up the win. Excuse me, I'm just going to come through. Wrapping up the win. Texans moved to 5-4. They have not lost in Cincinnati in over 15, 20 years. It's been a long, long time, and they are cooking now. This is a good Bengals team that they just beat. All right, Tank Dell, what were the emotions? What was this locker room like when you guys come in after the win?
We was hyped. We just beat a big time team, man. We know what those guys was gonna bring to this game, and we went out there and executed. Came down to the wire, but we finished. So, we was excited, but it's on to the next week now. So,
what'd you think of that last drive? What was going on for you guys?
CJ, man, he was just calm. He was poised. It started up front with the old line, but CJ. We got 7, bro. 7 handle business, man. So, we got 7, and when we got him, we know we can do anything. So, he gave us motivation. He gave us the courage to go out there and finish the game. And, we want to win for him and for Coach DeMeco. So, for the whole organization, man, for everybody. So, we finished.
Tell me about the touchdown catch you had. You catch that thing, and then you dive in there. It didn't look like initially when you get it, the defense was going to converge and get you stopped short. They didn't do that.
Yeah, with me, I just caught it. I saw a little bit of space, and I ran with it. So, saw a little bit of space. I saw I can just felt like I could reach out. If I can get close and reach out, I can get in there. So that's what I did, and ended up being a touchdown.
A lot of you guys were banged up today. Some of you weren't able to play. Some of you who were able to play played through a lot. What's it say about the toughness of this team?
Man, that we willing to go out there each and every Sunday and give everything we got left in the tank. If you hurt, you banged up, but you going out there, you scrapping up, then you signing up to go out there and play all 4 quarters and play hard. And we know that, so we just gonna give it everything.
What's it like seeing the game end the way it did with the kicker, with all huge plays coming from every side of the ball, special teams, offense and defense?
That's exciting. He just got here this week and he stepped up. His number was called, and he finished the game for us. So we're very proud of him, and we just handled business.
Tank Dell, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
All right, Shaq Griffin, what is going on in this locker room following a win like that?
Oh, man, it's kind of hard to pinpoint it right now, man. There's a lot of excitement, man. There's a lot of people who just happy with everybody, the way we fought this game, and offense, defense, special teams putting us in a great situation. But, man, I'm just proud of these guys here, and I feel like everybody feel the same way, man. It's a lot of excitement, man. It's kind of hard to put in words right now.
You got a big smile on your face, and you just bring up all three sides of the ball. Huge plays by all of them. Let's talk about your interception. What was going on there?
Oh, man, I was just reading his eyes. We just playing the regular zone little defense, and I seen he didn't want to go to his running back. I said, well, I ain't going to waste no time in here. I'm going to go to the end zone. And man, he threw it exactly where I was heading to, so it was perfect. I said, in my head, just don't drop it. I said, the only thing you got to do is just don't drop it. So I took my time, I caught the ball, and I was like, should I run? Nah, let's take a break. I took a knee and let's celebrate. So, man, it was an amazing play.
He's one of the best in the game, Joe Burrow. He's going to get his. He got his. But you guys in coverage, in the rush, in the middle with the linebackers, what'd y'all do to him today?
Man, we did exactly what we needed to do. We knew he was going to make some plays. But the main thing is we try to keep him contained as much as possible. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things we can learn from the situation in that game. But, man, I feel like the D-line got after him. I feel like they made a lot of huge plays, especially the plays towards the end where it really mattered. Getting those 2 sacks back-to-back to push them back. Ain't no telling how different it could have been if we didn't get those plays made. So, man, I just feel like, when it came down to it, we just continued to fight no matter how the outcome was going to be. We just continued to fight until the last second, and to be the one on that side of the ball, they be kicking it for the game winner. I love to be on that side every time.
One last thing for me, what's it like having a quarterback like C.J. Stroud when you're a defender?
Oh, man, it's amazing. It's amazing. I remember in the first quarter when they took off the first 6 minutes, I said, when you got a guy like that who can manage the game and make plays, it's going to be a hard team to stop. And, man, when you got a guy like that behind you, the defense, you got to do what he got to do, man, and we love him. We love him a lot.
Shaq Griffin, congrats on the victory. Can't wait to see you again.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, cornerback Steven Nelson, first things first, the locker room after this win, how delicious is this?
Ooh, delicious. That's a crazy way to describe it. But
delicious. Not malicious.
No, delicious is a crazy word, too, in itself. We're going to have to pause that. But I'm going to say, man, it was great. It was a great atmosphere after a great win. Guys came in here, it was hype, you know what I mean? We need that. We need that juice for our team, man, so it felt great.
Big win over a good team, like you mentioned. This is a banged-up roster of you guys. You in particular, banged up. I mean, what did you have to gut through today to make today a reality?
Oh, man, just look at my teammates. They depend on me, so, I got to put whatever I got going on the side and, sacrifice, so that's what it's about, and helping my team get a win.
What do you think what the pass rush was able to do to help you guys, and what you guys were able to do to help the pass rush as a secondary?
Rush and cover go together.
What's next for you guys?
Get back to work, man. Just keep it going, Still a lot of football left. I've been on a lot of great football teams, and, you can never look too soon or, take the foot off the gas. Got to keep going all the way through.
You bring up those great football teams you've been on. It's the last question. What's it like as a defender playing with a quarterback like C.J. Stroud?
Oh, it means a lot, bro, because, to keep it short, when you got a quarterback that can get points, it puts the other team on edge, and as a cornerback, you want them to throw the ball, so.
Gutsy performance by Steven Nelson. Steve, appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Hey, Sheldon, I got in late, but what was going on your day today? I mean, 3 sacks. You ever had a 3-sack day before?
No, high school. My last 3-sack game was high school. I think I played against Alex Kappa a lot, from my time in New Orleans, so very familiar with him, very familiar with him, and played the Bengals the last 2 years with the Jets in this same front, so very familiar with how they want to attack it, very familiar with, a lot of things we would get, and just went through my process through the week, just kind of understanding what he loses to and then what I do well. And just kind of marrying those two things together, and then just come out here and execute. Every one of them isn't going to be perfect. Everyone isn't going to be a sack or a hit or something like that. But you don't deviate from the plan. You trust the process. You go throughout the week, and then you come out here on Sunday and you execute.
Sheldon, you talk about the marriage of those two things. How about the marriage of what you guys were able to do up front with what was going on in the back end and the secondary? How much did both sides crank each other.
Yeah, absolutely. We feed off of that. We feed off each other. JP's our hype man. Petrie. He's always talking to us up front. He's always getting everybody hyping on the same page, and we just feed off that energy. We understand it all works hand in hand. Rushing coverage. There are times where we may not necessarily, win all our rushes, and they bail us out, and then and vice versa. And then when we're operating on the same page together, we feel like there is an offense that can mess with us. Just being able to continue growing that continuity, continue to grow that relationship between rush and coverage. I expect nothing but great things down the stretch.
Last thing for me, Sheldon, how tough are you guys? Because no NFL team, no matter the week of the season, enters it with 100% health. That's to a man, not much less as a team. A lot of guys are out today. A lot of guys who were playing, you included, playing hurt. How tough are you guys?
Yeah, we don't. If we can walk, we're out there. That's kind of the kind of the vibe of the locker room. No man wants to miss an opportunity to go out there and fight for their brothers. To go out there and put their best foot forward for this team. Just being around here, man, everybody's so close. Everybody loves one another. Everybody wants to see the man next to them elevate and have success and make big time plays. And there's no slight. There's no animosity, for any of that. Guys are genuinely happy to see one another go out there and make plays and have success. So when you have that, it's nothing for a guy to tough it out through a little pain here or there to be able to go out there and be a part of this special brotherhood that we have here.
Sheldon, congrats on the big day. Congrats on winning. Congrats on having, hands down, the coolest sunglasses on the team.
Hey, I appreciate you. Sheldon
Rankins.